Hey guys, welcome back to the Socially Awesome channel. Elise Smith here, and today I'm so excited to be talking to you a little bit about connecting with your community on social media. It is a powerful way to build relationships, foster the engagement of your audience, create a loyal following. And today I've got some actionable tips for you. So make sure you grab a pen and paper or you download this episode so you can come back and listen to it again. But if you're not already having a Facebook group that is profitable for you, if you're not monetizing your social media, if you're not building that audience, you are missing the mark. Okay. So I want you to think of your Facebook group as a container for you to keep potential clients. And it's not always about sales, right? We are here to provide value. We are here to help our audience grow and prosper and solve problems for them. But where do you keep your people? Right? Facebook groups, guys. So I know so many of us are active on Instagram and TikTok and Clapper and all these other apps that are out there, but I want you to really consider, if you have not already grown an engaged community on Facebook, that you do so. So in 10 minutes today, we're going to chat. I'm going to give you some actionable steps of things that you need to be doing inside your Facebook group to connect with your audience. So the first one we're going to talk about is knowing them. Okay. You need to understand the demographics, the interests, the preferences of your community members. So I'm going to speak today more from someone who already has a Facebook group. I'm not really going to talk about creating it. I'm going to talk about how to re-engage it, how to monetize it, how to make it profitable. Okay. So you really need to understand the demographics and the interests and preferences of your community members. What do they want to know? Right? This knowledge is going to enable you to create content that resonates with them and sparks those meaningful conversations. If your group is not engaged and it's just dead, it's dead, right? It's not going to be profitable for you. It's not going to be serving anyone. So it's very important that you keep the engagement alive. You can do this in so many different ways, and we'll talk about a few of those in a minute. But ultimately, what are the interests of the people that are in your group, right? Your group should have some sort of theme to it. Mine is called Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. I actually have two groups. One is now a team group for my health and wellness company, but my primary group is called Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. You can find a link to it in the show notes or wherever you're watching. But I talk about monetizing your social media. So I talk about everything from business strategy to digital products to master resale rates to affiliate marketing, network marketing, all the goods. Okay. There is a reason you join my group, and that's to learn how to monetize your social media. Point blank. Okay. Number two is consistency is key. Maintaining a consistent posting schedule, regularly sharing content that's going to keep them engaged is important. You can't go in there and post and pray once a month and think that people are going to stick around. Okay. Not to mention, even if they wanted to stick around, the Facebook algorithm is not going to show them your content if you are not regularly engaged with it. Okay. So that's so important for you to understand, is that you got to post regularly. Now, does that mean you have to post every single day? No. But you need to be going live in there. You need to be engaging in there. You need to be creating a community, a way for people to engage with other people in there. Okay. 3 is responding promptly. Be responsive to comments, messages, mentions from the community. Don't just let the comments build up and you never actually respond to them. People want you to address and acknowledge that they have engaged with you. They also want feedback from you in a timely manner. Okay. So showing them that you value their input and their engagement is so important, because if you stop acknowledging that, people will stop engaging. It's a reward system, right? It's a basic reward system for people. Their reward is you acknowledging their engagement. Encouraging interaction. So asking questions, running polls, hosting giveaways, encouraging the community participation, engaging content prompts, people to interact with your posts. Like, I regularly ask questions in my community. Actually, Sunday is called Shout Out Sunday, and I shout out a question that asks people for more information, right? I want more value from them. I want to know how they want me to serve them. So engaging content prompts, people interact with your post is important. They want that sense of community. Number 5, using different types of multimedia. So as I said, not only images, but videos, lives, graphics, visual content tends to perform better on social media and can evoke those emotions, making it shareable. Now, if your group is private, they might not be able to directly share it. They'd have to screenshot it or something like that. But people buy with their eyes, right? And emotion. So ultimately, what can you share in your group that will show them a way to work with you or evoke that emotion for them? Sharing user-generated content. So reposting content from your community members, giving them credit, right? Letting them know, hey, so-and-so did XYZ. I want to give her a shout out. This not only makes them feel appreciated, but also fosters a sense of belonging and encourages others to contribute. Be authentic and transparent. So people connect with genuine personalities and brands. Okay. So I talk about humanizing your brand all the time. So make sure that you're humanizing your brand and showing behind the scenes glimpses of what it looks like to work with you, and that it's not always perfect and polished, right? We're all human, and even the largest brands make mistakes. It's really important to showcase that aspect for your community. Join relevant conversations. So keep an eye on trending topics and hashtags related to your industry, to your niche. Participate in discussions to increase your visibility and show your expertise. So if you're in other Facebook groups that are similar to yours, engage in there. That is your audience. That's your ideal client. Make sure you're engaging in those conversations so people can view you as an industry expert. Okay. Collaborating with others. So maybe you do guest training or you have other people come in your group and guest, but partnering with other like-minded brands or individuals can help reach and expose your community to new audiences, but also get you exposure and your community into new audiences. Okay, that's going to help bring fresh meat into your group, right? Monitoring your analytics. So this is something that a lot of people don't do with their Facebook groups, but you should be monitoring your analytics, letting people know or checking when does your group post perform best? What time of the day, what day of the week? How is your group performing? How's your group growing? Using those analytics is going to help you create better curated content for the future and make it perform better, because a lot of times you think people just don't want to engage. They're not even seeing it. Okay. Only about 2% of your Facebook followers and your Facebook group members actually see your content. It's kind of sad, but make sure that you are regularly posting and being consistent. You have more of an opportunity to get out in front of them. Okay. So monitor those analytics. If your Facebook group says that your posts perform better on Thursdays, maybe you should change your structure to going live on Thursdays, right? You need to be catering to that. Using live streaming. So Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live. This is all still building your community, even if it's not in your group. Okay. Building that community in other platforms and then drive that traffic to your group. That is the key. Okay. Constantly driving people to your group and keeping your best content for your group specific, keeping it exclusive. Hosting events and meetups. So even if you're not someone that likes to live launch, you can still host regular trainings in your group. I go live Wednesdays at 12 in my group, especially in August. I'm bringing that back now that the kids are back in school. If you know, you know, okay. But that is something so important for you to do so that people can see you in real life. This is as close to in real life as you can get, is that Facebook Live content. Okay, so important. And then, of course, sharing success stories. So if you have clients, you have good testimonial that you can share in your group, interview them in front of other people, share their stories, share their information. Do the best you can do to let other people know what it's like to work with you and what kind of results you can get for them. And last but not least, okay, staying updated on the platform changes. So Facebook group moves things around all the time. The guide section changes every day. Like, it's always shifting. You got to stay up to date on that. If you lose sight on that, you lose track on that, you're going to be lost and you're not going to be using it to the best of your ability. You're not going to be, optimizing it. That's my husband's favorite word, by the way, is optimize. You're not going to be optimizing it. Okay. So if you got any value out of today's episode, please let us know. We would love a review on the podcast. It's the absolute best compliment you can give. Take a screenshot, share it in your stories, tag me at Elise1Smith. I give free coffee, Starbucks away all the time to people who are listening to the podcast so they can get a cup of joe while they're listening in. Like I said, we would love to have you in our group, Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. And as always, make it simple, make it social, and make